Alright, and we're back with some more Houston Astros. Not Houston Astros? Houston Texans. Franchise. So, yeah. So, I've been chilling. Just in my bed chilling. Yeah, so it's 11-1, 6-6. I believe we beat this team already. Bryce Petty, 2,602 passing yards, 29 touchdowns, 19 picks. Lamar Miller, 194, 664, 4. Receiving, Corey Coleman, 63 receptions, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, getting still 61 catches, 566 and 160, 637, 6 for CJ. DeAndre, 51, 980 and 8. Derek Newton gives up the most sacks. DeAndre House the most tackles. Tackles for loss goes to Jadeveon and Clowney. Whitney Mercilus leads the team in sacks. And Johnathan Joseph has more interceptions. Call me favorite, it's glitched. Seth Lieber is good. And yeah. Blake Bortles, 19 touchdowns, 11 picks. TJ Yeldon, 209, 787 and 9. Allen Hurns, 83 receptions, 858, 5. Jordan Mills goes with the most sacks. Japalo Bartu leads the team in tackles. Tackles for loss goes to Derek Marks. Sheldon Day has the most sacks. Picks goes to Miles Jack. Dan Carpenter sucks. And yeah. Bryce Petty is right there. Anyways, let us get started. This could be a good game.
Quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Jaguars going up against the Texans. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I don't care how many accolades you had in college. There's no such thing as a can't-miss quarterback. But Blake Bortles has shown in his time in the NFL that he's a guy that you can build a team around.
They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Now they look up here to Allen Robinson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
On the ground, this is TJ Yeldon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul. Face mask.
What?
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Fresh set of downs here.
All right, let me lock in here.
They'll run the option left. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That one.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he is
Look at Whitney.
Right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's got time. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he's able to get this out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 5.
Stopped in that time.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, the Jags send out Brad Nortman to punt.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here's Patty.
Oh, my God.
Complete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Petty now. And he's
DeAndre, it's free.
Hopkins.
80-yard touchdown to DeAndre.
5 touchdown, Houston.
Bryce Petty throws 30 passing touchdowns on the season. Let's go.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance. Really
9 receiving touchdowns for DeAndre Hopkins.
How about the end result? A touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
And we're up 7-0.
The 20 to the 23-yard line. Comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time with just punting the football.
Alright, time for me to edit some videos.
That complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down. Bortles. And he finds
What a
Julius
catch.
Thomas. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Second down now after the pass completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's the option going right.
Hey,
He is going to lose yardage.
Whitney Mercilus, nice
That's
stop.
going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
They're driving still, but not anymore.
Was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And he's unable to grab
There
it.
we go.
Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken.
There we go. Nice pass breakup, Andre.
Ended in a big drop.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Working from the gun, it's Bortles.
Oh, what a pass.
By Marquise Lee. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done.
There we go, nice tackle.
All right, you don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just goes right over the top of it because he can see everything.
Oh, damn, he's cooking us.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass.
Oh my God.
And they've got it inside the 10.
That brother had a hole.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they
draw, nice, JJ.
line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. That's caught.
I don't know how he caught that.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he'll get
There we go.
behind the line of scrimmage.
Try to read option, didn't work.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
That was a big-time stop on 3rd down. Offensively, you'd love to tie the game up here, but 3 points might not be a disappointment.
And Carpenter knocks it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to.
All right, now it's your guys' turn.
Now out comes Houston, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what
Lamar
happened
Miller.
before, replicate it. They have to make a few
Picks up a gain of 6, I believe.
because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have
We'll
great
throw
confidence
it.
having
DeMarcus
scored the last time out. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a shotgun snap.
Bryce, CJ,
This one complete.
completion.
CJ Fiedorowicz. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow.
Oh, they got the ball off.
That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And for Jacksonville, their defensive starters, the youngster, the rookie out of UCLA, Miles Jack, a guy to watch.
You have to watch him because he can make a big play from just about anywhere on the field. Top 5 talent. Ends up going number 36 because of a knee injuries last year at UCLA.
All right, Corey. Corey gets the first. Let's go.
For matchup situations, and he will
Oh, we got
wreak havoc.
30 inches.
That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run for it here. This
Jay
is
Prosh.
the fullback. And he's brought
Yo,
down
Jay Prosh just picked up
picking
11.
up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
They'll run with Miller, and he will possibly get back to the line of
September
scrimmage.
12th.
That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take it with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, and it's Texans football as we get going at quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here.
Yeah.
Here's Patty.
Play action fake. Petty overthrows him.
Complete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Petty now.
Now he got sacked.
Get to him as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And heading back onto the field now, the Texans defense. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3
All right.
points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And nowhere to run on the interior.
Thank you,
of that
reader.
defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop a bold nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you talk about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Yeldon, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And he is gonna
Whitney
lose
Mercilus.
yardage here. It goes as a
Having
loss
a
of
day.
6.
That's 3 tackles for losses for him.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
Dude, Whitney is killing that right tackle.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
I'm gonna get at least to the 40.
Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Texans take possession. Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dumps it complete to Miller. 13 yards there.
13 yards, let's go.
And the Texans are going to have a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Nice carry there, 15
Over
yards.
5,000 rushing yards for Lamar Miller.
The run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills.
Kenny Stills with the gain of 14.
Up there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Underneath for Miller.
Miller picks up a gain of 10.
13 and picks up the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking
To be fair, he's running wide open.
Press coverage look defensively. But at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make some
shit.
miss. It's good for him.
I didn't think I was going to get stuck.
I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Stills over the middle. And here
Stills picks up a gain of 5.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for
Lamar Miller, touchdown.
Complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year.
7 touchdowns for Lamar Miller.
Extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass and it
Let's go.
to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run
Lamar Miller.
to make them respect it and throw out
2
of
touchdown
those.
passes for
In
Bryce.
this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field
Ooh,
position
that's
battles
a
in
bad
general
pass.
rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Alright, 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down.
Ooh. Oh,
Incomplete. The contact made
what a hit.
roam free and brings up 4th down. on to punt for Jacksonville.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands.
Hey.
He caught it. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes.
Ooh.
No intercept. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
4 down, check, 4 down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar.
Yeah, good job, Lamar.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before.
Okay, Lamar, he's getting some.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes
All right, play action. Bryce on the run. Kick.
Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Bryce.
Really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man. When you're in man, all your focus.
And out now comes.
Listen, I want someone to compile my interceptions, my touchdown interception ratio to their touchdowns. Alright. I thought I could pick it. Who's hurt?
Realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going. In
Someone got hurt, but they never told me who. Ah, James Crowder.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
There we go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle? 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Now Bortles completes it to Lee. 6
Damn,
yards
barely.
on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Oh, he ran into me.
He gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Jags are going to have a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has.
That shit happens when you decide not to run the passer. You can't rush the passer. Like I can't. Oh my god.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Oh, about to give up the first touchdown.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
Alright, let's call it a safety blitz, bro.
Houston after this timeout.
Call my safety splits in here.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he's got his big receiver Robinson for the Jacksonville touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is the one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
All right, here we go. They begin with a run by Miller. And running room scarce here. He's
what am I doing?
In his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Stupid.
And on the inside, they're playing press coverage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Petty now.
Hopkins.
The completion to Hopkins. And finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Petty. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time.
Well, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And that's down to... Now out come the Jags.
Well, now Bryce Petty's done 21 interceptions.
If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory.
It was a bad read by me.
You're thinking about jump starting.
And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
The psychology of the game.
And the Texans sent to
wow, okay.
field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones.
He's got
3 touchdowns now.
Texans.
That's touchdown pass number 32.
Jalen Strong, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles. Marches back onto the field with his offense. They come up in an offset eye. They begin with a run by Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bortles now on 1st down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Lee's got it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And Thomas has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense.
I want to try to ice him.
On the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Carpenter knocks it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what
I'll let you guys watch halftime.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans are looking good right now as they will just try to keep up the good work in the second half. The Jaguars are vulnerable right now, coming off a rough game a week ago and still not really finding a way to get back on track. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Third down from inside the 10. Petty's completion is made out of the gun, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. The lead now at 11. Texans lined up at the 48. Here the defense will come up with a pick. Ramsey's reading the play and comes away with it, ending the drive. Now following the pick, Allen Robinson the catch coming across the middle, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Jaguars cut the deficit to 4. Texans now late in the second. The pass ends up being picked off. Ramsey is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense out now following the INT. Thomas is going to make the catch, but fumble here, and it's going to end up going for a gain of 87. Offense out now following the turnover. Strong's going to haul in the pass near the sideline. And he finds his mark for the score. Texans go up by 11.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn.